Hi guys, and welcome to yet another very exciting video tutorial of Adobe Premiere Pro. And in this tutorial you will be learning about filters in Adobe Premiere Pro and what filters can do. Filter is a great effect to achieve color correction, stylization, and to achieve a different or unique sort of a look for your project or your video clips that you want to achieve. For example, you want to give a modern video or a modern footage clip the look of a retro footage, of the past, or you want to give it a more color flamboyant look, that is a little bit heavy on the blue, or it is a little bit warm like the yellow color or stuff like that. You can achieve all those effects with the window filters, and they are really great addition to it. In the past, photographers used to achieve these color filters or the color looks in their photographs by the use of filters. There were plastic papers with them, plastics of different colors, and they would put them in front of their camera's lens and take pictures, and then that way they would achieve certain sort of a look or color in their photographs or in their footage. But nowadays you can take any picture and apply these effects that are bundled up with Premiere Pro, and you can achieve those effects very easily, which was a tiresome task in the past. So let's get started. First of all, you need to come in the project pane into the effects. If it's not showing, then go to it. Okay, then we will be probably working in this video tutorial with the videos. We do not need audio effects, so we will be working in this category, this folder. As you can see, once you open the video effects category, there are lots of effects, and you can apply and play with all of them as you see fit. But we will be at the moment only working with the color correction and other stylization effects, so we do not have the time in the tutorial per se to dwell into all of them, but I do encourage you to play with them. To play with all of them. As much as you play and practice with these two effects, as much as refine your editing would become. So the first effect that I want to achieve, or the effect that we are going to achieve in this project, is the retro look or the past look, black and white. For that there is a image control. Under the category of image control, there comes the effect which is called black and white. You just simply click on it and you tell it to which clip that you want to apply it. You can double click it and it will be applied like so. Okay, and alternatively you can drag it to the clip in the timeline, but sometimes the clip is too short and application of this method is a bit difficult, so you can click and drag it into the source monitor and it will be applied again to the footage or to your clip. So once you are in here, then there is a small dialog box underneath it. You can open it and then you can play with its parameters. As you can see, black and white does not have that many parameters. We just have the parameters for a mask. For example, how much area of the footage or the clip that you want to be black and white or this filter to be applied at. You can then adjust the area of the mask also, like that. I'm gonna double control Z that so that the mask is not applied anymore. Okay, like that. Now we're gonna close that, and now we're gonna apply another one, and to achieve the look of old films, like it was shot in the 1930s or 1940s, we need noise. Noise, if you do not know what this effect does, it actually gives that grain on your footage and puts it on there. The picture is not clear, it has this bumpy greenish type of a look. Okay, let's apply it. Okay, at the moment the parameters are 0, and as you can see, it has a little bit more parameters than the black and white effect, and you can adjust the amount of noise from this slider. As you can see, as I am increasing the noise, I take it to 100%, that's a bit too much greenish. We do not want that. About, I think, okay, 40 is, I think, okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna tilde key this so you can see it better. As you can see, now the picture is not that clear. It has this greenish look in it, and it's also black and white. It looks like it was taken on a very old and crappy camera from the past or the 20th century, and it was not a digital cam, it was the old cam. So this is how you achieve a whole film or old look in your footage. So, and one other thing that I want to mention before moving on to applying the look into all of our clips is that the order of effects really matters in this Premiere Pro. If the noise is above it, the black and white, as you can see, the look change in here. If we bring it back down to the black and white, it changes again. So all the effects, if I just applied 2 of them, if you applied more than 2, you applied 10 or so effects, their ARR key or their order really matters. It really affects the effect really affects the other filter if it is underneath it, or it is above it, or it is below it. This noise really affects the black and white if it's below it, but it does not affect it so much if black and white is below it. Okay, so keep that in mind, that the order of effects really matters. So now we want to achieve this look for our other clips, other footages like these two. So we do not have to apply these effects again and again. The easy way to apply this or temporarily apply this to all of them is to hit Control C on the select your footage that has effects on it, and hit Control C on the keyboard. Once they are selected, then select all of your footage that you want the effect to be applied. Right click on it, and you can then go and find the button where it says add attributes. I think it's not given here. Okay, you can go to the edit menu in here, and then there is this option which says paste attribute. You can alternatively click Ctrl Alt plus V on the keyboard if you want it, and then once, okay, let me set this on this one. Okay, once you click this option, paste attributes, it's gonna ask you, or this window is gonna pop up, it's gonna ask you which option or which effects you want these other clips to be applied on. Okay, we do not have any motion opacity or timing effects applied on our first clip, so we just want the effects black and white and noise to be applied. Once you are happy with your selection, click OK, and now our effects have been applied to all of our clips or footages. Now they all have old retro, old times look, whatever you call this sort of a look. So this is the way you apply these looks. Alternatively, if you like to save these effects that you created, or this filter that you created permanently, then I have showed you in the previous tutorials that you can select the effects all that you have applied and right click on it, and then click on this option which says save as a preset, and then you can give it your own name and save it as a preset, and it will be permanently, this filter would be saved with all its parameters as you have tweaked them, and you can also give it its description, whatever you like. So okay, that's it for this tutorial, guys. In this tutorial we briefly touch upon the filters and their unique ability to give your footage and your project different sort of stylized looks and how you can apply with them. The main point I want to stress once again, that you would learn these things more better as much as you play with them and experiment with these looks. Okay, so with that said, I want to take my leave for today, and I hope to see you in the next tutorial. So goodbye.